Before we dive in, if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps. Uh, Ever find yourself asking what happened to Cillian Murphy after that unforgettable run through empty London in 28 Days Later? Or maybe while munching popcorn, you've wondered if he'd ever dodge the infected horde again. Let's talk about the wild ride this trilogy has become and whether we'll really see Jim's face illuminated by more apocalyptic sunlight. Um, the world's changed a lot since 28 Days Later hit screens back in 2002, and so have its creative. Danny Boyle's directing career has gone stratospheric. Alex Garland's now a respected director himself, and Cillian Murphy. He's collected an Oscar and Peaky Blinders legions of fans along the way. After 2 decades,
Boyle and Garland are back with 28 Years On, the start of a brand new trilogy.
That title alone gets hearts pounding for fans of zombies. And let's be honest, for anyone who still gets sweaty palms thinking about deserted cities, the burning question: does Cillian Murphy return as the item in 28 Years On? For months, the rumor mill spun wildly. Whispers, winks, and internet spotting of Murphy in teasers set fans buzzing. However, those theories went out the window faster than a frightened survivor. That mysterious figure in the first teaser. Turns out it was just an extra named Angus Neal and probably his 15 minutes of fame. So no, Murphy doesn't appear in this first sequel, despite all the speculation. Still, don't pack up your hope or your survival kit just yet. While Murphy isn't in the new movie, he did sign on as an executive producer, and the creative team has kept the door wide open for his return. In fact, that door is propped wide enough to drive a truck or at least a speeding bicycle through. Here's where things get juicy. Murphy is officially returning for the next installment, titled 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Directed by Nia DaCosta, best known for her work on The Marvels. The movie is set for release as early as January 2026. Word is Murphy shows up in a final scene, a brief yet dramatic return. Think more cliffhanger, less victory lap. It's the kind of setup that signals he's about to play a much bigger role in the trilogy's closing chapter. So fans hoping for more Murphy, hang tight. His full comeback hinges on how well these new movies do at the box office. And hey, if that's not a reason to drag your friends back to the theater, what is? Even Danny Boyle has hinted the grand finale is riding on fan excitement and ticket sales. So consider this your call to arms, or at least to the ticket. CAM of and it's let's rewind a bit and remember why Jim Murphy's character mattered so much in the first place. Imagine waking up from a coma to find London eerily quiet and not in a cozy Sunday morning way. Jim, once just a bike messenger, stumbled through hospital halls and empty streets, uh, piecing together a world upended by the rage virus. And along the way, he found allies Selena, Frank, and Hannah, and more terrifying enemies than a hangry British soccer crowd. The film's final moments saw Jin recovering from a gunshot wound, hoping for salvation as a plane soared overhead. What happened after that? That's still a well-kept secret with no real hints about what Jin's been up to, while the world kept spinning and the infected kept groaning. One side note that our muse, the eagle-eyed, Jim and the Bone Temple's new leading man named Jimmy might sound like they're related, but it's probably just a coincidence. If there's any deeper connection, fans will be the first to notice. To wrap it all up, Murphy's absence in 28 years on is a twist, but his confirmed cameo in the next sequel gives all of us something to look really natural, and it's so. And if the only apocalypse you can handle right now is running out of snacks at the movies, well, at least Jim's struggles put things in perspective. Knock knock.
Is there?
Um, Jim, um, Jim, who took 28 years to make a comeback. Yes, he hit the snooze button a few too many times after that coma. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,